Hey gang, I'm making breakfast. Got the generator running and my little one burner hot plate thing going, or whatever you call it. Watching a little Radioactive on Amazon. And there is like, I don't know, excuse my kitchen. There is so much snow. They plowed the road here. My icicle is melting. And that's all that's going on today. Got a big old blue bag there of things to go away. There's a Goodwill in Woodland Park. I'm going to go drop that off probably tomorrow or the next day. Don't know that I'll get out today. The beginnings of my sticker collection. I added Marfa Art Supply yesterday. She gave me those stickers a long time ago and I kept forgetting about them. So haven't gotten any from here yet. But I better get back to my eggs. Ciao, babies. Okay, gang. Since y'all are so into cooking in the rig, there's a method to the madness here. Granted, I don't know that anybody else could get that method but me. you know. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm making some eggs. So I got the generator running. Got my little hot plate because I don't have a propane one. My generator's plugged into this power strip over here that you can't see. It's up there. Anyway. Okay, that makes it sturdy. I have no propane hooked up to my little sink right now because the connection is different than my Mr. Buddy, so I have to hit a propane place and, you know, ask somebody that knows. So I've got this shelf that I got off of Amazon. It is screwed into the wall, and then I got S-hooks and magnet. These are magnet, and then the S-hooks holding up this end. This is not a permanent situation, but until something better comes along, it is what it is. So I've got S-hooks hanging pots, utensils. I've got the magnet shelves that I got off of Amazon. I believe they're for toolboxes, and it's a pretty strong magnet. I've got a paper towel holder on the bottom of this one. I've got another smaller one over here. I've got spices on them. Stuff hanging. My little toaster oven. See if I can get this to stay again. Because we are making eggs. I don't know how I did this while ago. Because it's all wonky. Wonky. So, I'm using my smaller skillet because it is just me. Got my glass bowl because I only do scrambled eggs. My eggs stay up here. They don't go in the cooler. 3 eggs, which is usually too much, but then 2 eggs is I never get satisfied on, so I end up just doing the 3. Cheese. So my cooler is right below here. Everything goes in baggies, and I have got baggies coming out my wazoo. So I have got like a boatload of time on my hands right now. Today is I don't know what it is. It's like the 24th, I think. It's Friday. I know that because tomorrow a few of us that are here already are all going to IKEA in Denver. I can't wait. I love IKEA. I don't really need anything, but I love going. Colin's decided not to go because it's just furniture, he says. But if you've ever been to an IKEA, you know how cool it can be. You never know what you're going to find that will actually work in your rig. And they've got all kinds of really cool, besides furniture, they got really cool stuff to store stuff and so on and so forth. Anyway. Stirring the eggs, of course. is liable to be a long video, I guess. So I like to put a little bit of garlic in my eggs. Right now I've got garlic powder. A lot of time I like to have real garlic, but I really don't have space for things in the fridge. And then I put pepper in it. I don't salt anything. Never have. Never been a fan of salt. So I've seen people like my friend Thomas, remember Thomas? And even Colin, they like just a little bit of food with their salt. So here, I've got olive oil spray. I'll spray the pan a little bit. Just makes it easier to clean, because cleaning is what you're going to be interested in. I do have my tablet over here hooked up to the camp host Wi-Fi to download stuff to watch. I'm on season 2 of NCIS, which I've already done all of that a couple of times, but it's been a while, so I started with season 1 a few days ago. So I download as much as I can, and I've got a really big SD card in that. It's like it's over 1,000 whatever. It's the big one, so I could download a bunch of stuff. Because here at this park, I get no reception at all. This is only the holding place until the snow melts enough in the park I'm going into, so we can get up there. So this looks good. While I'm waiting on that to heat up a little bit, I've got some pepper jack cheese I just like to munch on. So I'm going to take a piece of that and my knife, and I'm going to slice up a piece into my eggs once I put them in here. Try to get as much out of that bowl as possible, because it's just that much less I have to clean up. I don't have a lot of room. So, and I'm just cutting it little bitty like that. Just little slices so they melt better. And I think I told you this is pepper jack. And when I get a block of cheese, I like alternate. Like the next block I get will probably be sharp cheddar. And then I'll go back to pepper jack. And if there's something you like, let me know and I'll try it out. I try to do as little carbs as possible. I'm not perfect at that, but I do attempt the no carb thing as much as I can. And I just kind of naturally fast. I don't stick to the, 12-12 or anything like that. But I don't eat much. I eat usually 1 meal a day, and then I might snack on cheese and crackers or something later. So this is cooking. I take a paper towel, wipe off my fork, and then that's what I'm going to use to eat. And then I also wipe out my bowl. Woo! And try not to drop it. Because I don't have running water or a sink, well, I have a sink, but it's full of my dishes. You have to kind of get creative with your dishwashing. So I wipe it out, and I do the same thing with the skillet. I wipe it out real good. And then I take a Clorox wipe and wipe it out with the wipe. And then before I use it again, whoops, turn that down a little bit. Before I use it again, I'll rinse it with water. So it's clean for the next time, minus the rinse of water. Now, with eggs, you kind of have to be quick about that wiping out and cleaning. You kind of have to do it almost immediately, or things dry and they stick and it's harder to wash. But some things you can get them going and then wipe out your prep stuff, and then some things you have to wait, you know. You just have to kind of figure it out as you go. Now, I do use paper plates most of the time. Not all the time, but most of the time. So I have flour tortillas, bagels, and some flatbread, but I'm not going to do any bread this morning. I think I'm just going to do the eggs with cheese. I don't like runnies, so I like to make sure they're getting done. Got my cheese back in my baggie, and this corn back in the cooler. Living small like this, things have to go back where they go pretty much immediately, or you've got an awful mess. Yay, I love eggs. And there is my brunch. So, burner's off. Got my paper towel. Gonna wipe this while it's hot. Now remember, I sprayed a little olive oil so nothing sticks. I know that burner's still hot, but I have nowhere else to set that. So, wiping off this little spatula. Grab me another Clorox wipe. Now, I'm going to do this first and hang it up. Now again, I rinse them off with water before I use them again. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hot, hot, hot. Wipe it off. Careful not to burn yourself. And then we just let it all cool off. I'm not going to hang it back up yet. I'm going to let it cool first. And that, my friends, got my fork, got my eggs, and it's time for brunch. So, bon appetit. Ciao, baby. Hey gang, so it's been a crazy morning. I was meant to go fuel up the generator, the propane. I've got plenty of diesel, that's full I think. Laundry, shower, and groceries today. That was on the agenda. Well, I went to start the bus this morning, and of course it's cold. Colder than witch's tits, and I forgot what the saying was. My dad always said that. Witch's tits and something. I don't know. Anyway, if you know that old saying, tell me, because I remember. Anyway, I digress. So, I turn the key on, the glow plug light comes on, I wait for it to go off, turn the key off, turn it back on, the glow plug light comes on. I did that for a good 15 minutes because I was out of gas for the generator, so I couldn't plug in the bus, which I never have. And I guess apparently out here it's so cold that I need to be doing that. Not sure how I'm going to do that yet, but I need to be doing that. So anyway, and I remember this happened to me right after I got the bus, December before last, like December, January, February, right in that area. Probably December and January because I got it in the middle of December before last. Anyway, I didn't know about the glow plug, so I would just try to start it and it would pop and then the battery was dead, not have to get a jump. So after all that, I think it was at least 10 minutes, maybe 15 that I was doing the glow plug thing this morning. Excuse me. And it's cold outside. I went to start it and it popped. So I got Colin, which is parked behind me, to come around and try to jump me. So we put the cables on mine and then went to put the cables on him, and my battery cables, or where they were connected to my battery, started smoking, and the battery cable started melting. Burned Colin's hand a little bit when he took them off of his truck. So it was not heavy duty battery cables, so it melted the cables. So I don't know. I'm here in the middle of the forest with no reception except the camp host Wi-Fi that I use occasionally. I try not to overdo that because, you know, they're letting me use it, and you don't want to overdo or overuse or take advantage of anybody. Nobody does, and I try real hard not to do that. So I am doing this video because I need help. So the cables, the battery, I've voltmetered the batteries, both batteries, because it's dual batteries. They're both at 12 something, so they're charged. I followed the cables. They look normal. They're dirty, but they're not touching anything, or there's no cracks or cuts or anything that I could see, but it won't start. So yeah, there is that. I need a shower so bad. But anyway, rode to IKEA yesterday with the gang here. Didn't take the bus, obviously. I rode with them, and that was fun. I love IKEA. Even if I don't buy anything, I love IKEA. Oh my gosh. So anyway, did that all day yesterday, and then today was going to do the chores, and it's just not working out. Yeah, it's not working out. So anyway, if you got any ideas, holler at me. Hey gang, so I'm in the laundromat doing laundry. They've got a TV show on or something, some movie, Nicolas Cage and somebody. But anyway, the bus started today. So now I'm thinking maybe it was just cold yesterday. Too cold for it to start. I need to learn more about this glow plug thing and cold diesels. So just an update. As of right now, everything's all good. So ciao babies.